Redefining failure. Have you ever felt like one mistake erased years of hard work? Have you ever looked at your life after a setback and quietly wondered, maybe I'm just not good enough? If you have, you're not alone. Almost everyone experiences moments when failure feels permanent. But what if everything we've been taught about failure is wrong? Meet Daniel. Every morning before the sun rose, Daniel woke up at 5 o'clock. While the rest of the city was still sleeping, he was already planning his future. He wasn't born into a wealthy family, and he didn't have powerful connections or endless resources. What he had was a dream. He wanted to build something of his own and create a better life for his family. For years, Daniel worked harder than anyone around him. He skipped vacations, avoided unnecessary spending, and said no to nights out with friends because every dollar mattered. Slowly, month after month, he saved enough money to chase his dream. Finally, he opened a small coffee shop. It wasn't luxurious. It wasn't located in the busiest part of the city, but it was filled with hope. Every table, every chair, and every cup of coffee represented years of sacrifice. To make his dream possible, Daniel invested all of his savings and even borrowed money from relatives who believed in him. The first few weeks were exciting. Customers smiled as they walked through the door. Some returned the next day. Others recommended the shop to their friends. Every compliment gave Daniel more confidence. He imagined opening another location someday. He dreamed of hiring employees, supporting his parents, and proving that hard work really could change a person's future. For the first time in years, everything seemed possible. Then life changed. 6 months later, fewer customers came through the door. Bills continued to arrive. Rent had to be paid. Suppliers expected payment. Loan repayments couldn't wait. Daniel refused to give up. He opened earlier. He closed later. He created new drinks. He offered discounts. He spent money on advertising. He tried everything he could think of. But nothing worked. Day after day, the empty chairs reminded him that something was terribly wrong. Then came the hardest decision of his life. He closed the coffee shop. Just like that, the dream he had spent years building disappeared. Every dollar he had saved was gone. The borrowed money still needed to be repaid. The shop that once symbolized hope now think about a child learning to walk. No baby stands up and walks perfectly the first time. They fall again and again. Yet no parent says, "My child will never learn to walk." Why? Because everyone understands that falling is part of learning. Without falling, walking would never happen. Somehow, as adults, we forget this truth. One failure convinces us to quit. One rejection convinces us we're not good enough. One mistake convinces us we'll never succeed. But growth has always required mistakes. Psychologists call this a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities never change. When they fail, they think, "I'm just not good enough." People with a growth mindset think differently. They simply say, "Not yet." That one small word changes everything. "I can't speak English" becomes, "I can't speak English yet." "I can't build a successful business" becomes, "I can't build a successful business yet." "I haven't achieved my dreams" becomes, "I haven't achieved them yet." That single word transforms failure from a dead end into a temporary step on the journey. Daniel slowly realized this. His coffee shop had failed, but he had not. He had gained experience that no classroom could teach. He had learned about customers, about money, about marketing, about perseverance, about himself. The next time life knocks you down, ask yourself 3 questions. First, what is this experience trying to teach me? Second, what will I do differently next time? Third, will I give up or will I try again? These 3 questions can change the direction of your life. Remember this: every successful person you admire has a failure story. But not everyone with a failure story becomes successful. The difference is simple. Successful people refuse to quit. So if you're struggling today, if you feel like nothing is working, if you think your dream is over, please remember this. Failure is not the final chapter of your life. It is only the introduction to the next one. No one judges an entire book after reading a single chapter. So don't judge your future because of one difficult season. Keep chasing your dream. Learn from your mistakes. Stand back up. Keep moving forward. One day, you'll look back at the failure that once broke your heart and realize it became the reason you grew into the person you were always meant to become. Your greatest success may begin with the failure you're facing today. So don't close the book. Turn the page. Your next chapter is just beginning. Thank you for watching.